Hello farmers, welcome to Farming Simulator 25 here at Zielonka at the new ag shop. There we are. Beautiful. Got all the equipment out here looking at DeWolf, Klaas, and Fent, as well as Dutzfar and some Oxbow equipment. They're going to let us borrow their equipment to harvest some fields, do some testing with. And here's some of their Oxbow equipment. Some large harvesters back here. Alright, well, looks like they also have a Nexat. So, we're going to take that Nexat out and start harvesting some fields and see how it reacts and works. So let's go ahead and hop in real quick. Alright, there's the machine ready to go. Quite an open view here from the front. I'm sure you need all the cameras to see what's going on behind you, because you can't see anything there. It's got some mirrors on it. Yeah, you can see down the side. Alright. So, let's change it over to sideways driving. The rear end is happening. Here comes the front end. Alright, and we will drive forward. Hopefully we'll line this up right. Nope. Try it again here. A little bit over, a bit more. There we go. And we connect. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up our header here. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and harvest a field with this Nexat. And let's flip it over to transport mode. The header will go down over across the street here where they have a field ready for us to harvest. So, as we're coming down here, we'll have to get some of the other equipment out and about to help us out with getting this stuff situated and harvesting completed. Uh-oh. Look at that. Alright, that person is in the way big time. So we're going to go ahead and convert it over right here out in the streets. Lady, you need to move. Oh, she's very courageous there for standing right there. Okay, she's gonna duck. It'll be alright. Alright. So, that's pretty much all we gotta do. Let's get the harvester going. Yeah. There we go. Don't really care for swathing right now, so we'll just go ahead and run through like this. But if you do the swathing, it does put it down into 2 strips. You'd think they could at least put it down to where they have some kind of equipment that would put it together at the end as it comes out. Oh well. That's an enhancement for another year, another model year. But here we are, harvesting at 7 miles per hour. That's pretty good. Inner workings. Yeah, doing the shaking. Alright. Going right along, looks pretty well done. Inside the view here, can't even see the other side because there's a monitor in the way. I assume we're doing okay over there. Doesn't look like we're leaving anything. And there we go, 1 run, 16% full, 5,000 liters. Now, what about this crop here in front of us? How are we going to get rid of that? Well, guess we'll have to back up here. Let's see here. See, I think the bad deal about this is if you have crop destruction on and you back up, you turn like this, you're going to destroy your crop. No, maybe not. Some of those turns will destroy it. Pick up. There we go. Pick up the harvester head. Alright, let's go get a tractor trailer over here and empty this guy out. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and grab, we can grab the Dude's Far. No, we'll grab the Fent. We'll grab the, the Black Beauty over here. And go get us a grain wagon. This ought to work right here. So that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and run through and harvest maybe another field. Alright, there we go. Oh, not close enough. It looks like there's plenty of room though for offloading. You just gotta watch out. Usually you have a little bit of the header to go off of. This will be a little harder. Don't want to hit that little stair ladder that's coming off the side of that. Alrighty. There we go. Field 1 harvested. And emptied. Okay, let's go ahead and get our next field ready to go. My goodness, how do you get up there? It's kind of tough. Alright, well, another field. Let's do this real quick. We'll probably move on to the next month and see what we can get done that month. Go ahead and drop the swath here, see what happens. There we go. Interesting. And done. All right. Just buy the add-on packs. So you have to have the seed hopper to be able to do any cultivation. The machine itself is 655,000 and 1,100 horsepower. So there's our, yeah, that's the main harvester head right there. And then you can get the corn header or a regular header, grain header. All the items are pretty expensive along here. Can even go slurry spreader. So we'll run through all these and try to get them set up and see how it reacts on the machines on the fields. Alright, let's set up for tomorrow. Alright, there's a bad thing about this is trying to find a place to park all this. There we go. Ready to go. Let's see where we are here. We can do canola, I believe. Yes. Okay. So there's that. We're going to have to cultivate and seed the fields. I think also I want to put down some slurry. So, I guess let's do the slurry first. So we'll go over here and get the slurry mixer going. We'll buy that real quick. 275. That. Oh. I'm in the way. Plenty of room here. Yeah, we'll move this one on over here. Alright, we'll drop that there. Ooh. That looks to hold on to it, doesn't it? There we go. Okay. Come back across the field here. Alright, let's try that again. And we're going to buy the slurry. So we can put some slurry down real quick on one of the fields. There we go. And we're going to buy this one here. This drops the slurry, fertilizer, and cultivates at the same time. So, should be able to connect. We're on the wrong side of everything. Okay. Let me get that situated real quick. Alright, here we go. Now we're set up. And, oh, easy does it. Alright, great. Hopefully this one is set up the right way as well. There we go. It connects up underneath there. Nice. So we'll go ahead and convert back over. We'll drive over to our field and cultivate and put down some slurry mix at the same time. Alright, here we are at the field. Let's activate here. Oh. That's how you pull in new slurry. Okay. Fold that back in. And this is what I wanted to fold out. Make sure I have the right item selected to fold, unfold. Alright, well, should be as easy as just getting this situated here. Alright, and then we're going to turn it on. And drop it. Alright, there we go. And slurry is being applied. So in our field here, there we go. And fertilizer level. I was noticing one interesting thing that whenever I was going through planting on a test, it was leaving little spots here and there off the worker. So that's something to watch out for. We'll take a look at that here in a little bit. So far, yeah, it's looking pretty good, 9 miles an hour. Let's see if we can do double layer of slurry when we get done with this row here. Okay. Do a 180. Two-step process a little bit. It's not exactly on the dime here. Gonna have to rearrange a little bit. Ooh, that's too much arranging. Okay, so let's take a look here. Yep, double application. There we go. Yeah, 5 miles an hour. There we go. So it can be done. You go through that slurry tank fairly quick here. But you got enough at least probably to do this field in double layer. As I get to the end, I'll probably switch it back so we can see how it applies whenever we get the other harvesting or the seeding applied with fertilizer. So I just don't think these are wide enough because right there on the edge, I think on the seeding it just doesn't quite cover properly. It's pretty awkward. A lot of hoses to be connecting up. There we go. Sweet. Now we'll back up here and get some. We'll have to get some seed and fertilizer put in. First, we're going to get the cultivator. So let's go buy that. Let's see. It's this one. Let's see. Nope. That's the weeder. I believe that's what we're wanting right there. Yeah. These are the planters. So we're going to get this one first. Then we can cultivate and seed at the same time. So we'll get, let's see what we want, canola. There we go. All right. Easy peasy. Another 400,000. All right. Those are situated. Go ahead and connect here. There we go. Brilliant. Right there on the front. We'll go ahead and pick up our seeder. It goes right underneath. Alright. Fold everything up. Ready to transport. But first off, we need seed and fertilizer. So let me get that loaded, then we'll see you over at the fields. Alright, there we are. Unfold. Got canola selected already. We have fertilizer, just a bit, 18,000 liters. Pretty crazy. There we go. We lower it, turn it on, and there we go. We are planting. 9 miles an hour, not too shabby. There we go. And applying a single layer of fertilizer. So there we go. Nexat. One row done. Pretty quick like. Doesn't turn on a dime, so you gotta rearrange. Alright, so there we go. See, something wrong here. We're going along with that from where we were. The GPS system took it off because you can see we're leaving the layer. So I think those cedars need to be a little bit wider. See right here, it says we're going down the line. I don't know, there was a miscalculation somewhere. Doesn't show there. Does show there. The wheel wasn't driving very good, and it was off. Oh, yeah. Such a rigid machine that the tires actually come up off the ground. Lose traction or lose, I guess, traction, and then you aren't able to maneuver the way you need to maneuver. Alright, well, that's lined up pretty good. Let's see, this one over here. See, the cultivator's not cultivating, so you can't plant the seed down. That's the problem. Cultivator smaller than the seeder. Yeah, how's that supposed to be fixed? That's a big pain right there. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and finish this field up. Then we'll go on over to the other field and get that finished. See, that's what I talk about, the traction grabbing on different terrain types. Alright, we'll go down there. Yeah, okay. What? Because I put it down in the other field, it's complaining about it. And again, we have a stripe down the side there. Oh, am I getting it? Doesn't seem like I'm getting it. But we have plenty of room because we have plenty of width, so we should be able to handle it all pretty easily. I could see possibly getting this stuck, maybe even high centered. That would be an issue. Even missed some right there. I can get the middle covered up pretty easily. You can see I missed some right up there, but it was showing that I had it. Yeah, so we'll be interested to see the next day what it brings us. Alright, I'll finish this field and I'll go over to the next field and go ahead and finish it as well. See if the fertilizer still comes out even though it's fully fertilized over there. You can see here though, we still have another layer to do. We'll do that with the sprayer here coming up. Fertilizer doesn't count because it was the same day, but we did get the canola planted. So, for us to count that fertilizer, I think we will wait and go ahead and move on to the next day. Alright, here we are back. Waiting for the sun to show up. And yeah, so we've got our canola put in the ground. We'll go ahead and finish it up here. Take a look at the fields real quick, see how they're laid out. So there's our canola we planted. No fertilizer because it already had one layer of fertilizer on it. Now that we're on the next day, we'll be able to fertilize. That came out okay, not too shabby. Oh, yep, there's that line. It still left the line in there. Alright, let's put this down, turn it on, put it down. Alright, there we go. Fertilizer is not getting applied. Interesting. It is coming out of the machine though. Because I'm cultivating at the same time? That's interesting. We might take that off and see what happens. Perhaps it's cultivating and then seeding, so it's only one layer of fertilizer. Alright, so there we go. Let's go ahead and lift it all. We'll go park over here. So we'll have to drop that cultivation header. And let's get around so we can actually get away from it once we drop it off. And that's the item. We'll lower it. Drop that off. There we go. Okay. So now we'll take just the cedar part and finish off the field. Look at our field. There we go. Okay. It's already down. I thought I had it up still. Nope. Dropped it off. So, there we go. Fertilizer is being applied, even though we have 2 layers of fertilizer. So wait till we get up to the top, then come back down, make sure we're getting 2 levels of fertilizer applied. Much wasting fertilizer at this point, but oh well, all fun and games. I don't know why we stopped. Why did we stop putting fertilizer down? That's interesting. Yeah, I got something messed up here. It's confused at what to do. Okay, well, that did not work out as expected. Go up here, turn. Alright, well, let's go get the sprayer. I'm really surprised about that one. And the weeder. We'll get the sprayer and the weeder. Take care of this other field real quick. Alright, we'll just come on over here, grab the sprayer, and head back over. Another fold unfold. Alright, yeah, this one's a little bit different. Yep. That moves around. We're going to get on into it some way or another. Or not. Or it's just up against the fence because I pushed it. Well, there you go. Make sure you give yourself enough room to grab those. Yep. And there we go. So, that is something to think about there. There we go. Alright, here we are, pulling in. Now, this will be interesting because I'm almost thinking this guy will be able to cover this field at one turn. Alright, there it goes, coming out. Ready for a spray. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, boy. Okay. Nope. Now we'll get ready to turn. There we go. Transform around. Alright. Start spraying. And we're off to the races. $8 miles an hour. We already have kind of a tram line here where we missed, or where it was set up incorrectly. Oh goodness, I haven't even covered it all. There we go. Yeah, we just about covered the whole field at one time. That's pretty crazy. But then it kind of stinks. Let's see, can we adjust it? I don't think you can. Nope. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. I just didn't see that there. Interesting. Alright, so where did we miss that here? Yeah, there we go. Good enough. Okay. And we're done with fertilizing. The other field needs it, but that's okay. So we'll go back and let's get our hoe put together here. So we can get the weeds out of the field. Alright, another 200,000 down, pretty much. And we now have our weeder. So we'll go ahead and get this set up right here. We only have a few weeds, so it's not too bad. Alright. Hopefully I'm in a decent spot, but I assume I'm going to hit the telephone pole here. And boom. Not too bad. Alright. Put it down and pull the weeds. Yeah, works great. Okay, good deal. Let's run across here real quick and just get those few little weeds around. $8 miles an hour. Okay. There's those weeds. Yep. Missed them. Got those. Okay. Yeah. Train again is kind of coming into the issue. Get this to go away here. Alright, we'll drop it. Try to weed those out right there. Yes, they did come out. Okay. Great. Alright, well there's our weeder. So that's pretty much it for the whole Nexat pack. Of course you have the planter and the corn header. But that is it for here. I appreciate it. Hope you like and subscribe. Appreciate it very much. We'll catch you next time on the next idea of Nexat farming.